Hello, you guys. I hope you're doing very well. I hope the rain in the background sounds peaceful and not irritating, because for me it sounds very peaceful. And I hope it's the same for you. Hope it's not distracting. I have my nice little coconut here. It's just so good. So delicious. I hope my voice sounds not too irritating either. I am a little bit sick, so I notice a change, but no one else will. Maybe. And I don't know why I'm apologizing for that. It's just my voice. You can like it or you can not. This is something I wanted to create this video of basically. I'm doing it already. Apologizing over my voice, something I can't control. And this just goes into a bigger picture of my life, I feel. Recently, I've been really noticing some things within myself. And it's kind of crazy. The conclusion I'm coming to. First, let me show you something before we kick off this video. It's so beautiful. So amazing. I really love it. I just had to give a little appreciation before of these beautiful things. So here's the thing. I'm always overthinking everything. And, I'm at the point where I'm tired of it. And I'm not going to accept it anymore. If I want to go do something, I'm going to go do it. And if something looks cool, I'm going to go do it. If I want to talk to the camera alone, I'm going to fucking do it. You guys see what I'm saying? I'm tired of holding back for no reason. There's no reason. It's illogical. It's just the mind going crazy with all these weird scenarios. This stuff that doesn't exist. And that bridges me to what I want to talk about. And if you're an empathetic person, then maybe you'll find this interesting. It's kind of a different take on it. Because, so throughout my life, I've basically been told by a lot of different people, wow, you're very empathetic. I can feel it. I can just see it, like, looking at you. You're empathetic. And, I feel like they're saying it as a compliment, and I would take it as a compliment. Like, oh, I'm empathetic. What a sweetie pie. I pay attention to people. Whatever. But, okay, so being empathetic, if you search up the word, all that is basically like deeply understanding other people's feelings and what they're going through. And basically kind of feeling it yourself as if you're them. Like you very deeply are able to connect with the person and feel their feelings, pretty much. And, well, that's not the exact definition, but it's very close. So, I was thinking, and I feel like I think everyone is empathetic. I think everyone is. Because when you meet someone, or you see someone, and they're in a sad mood, like your loved one or a random person, usually you're not going to be like happy throwing a parade to be around someone who's clearly sad. You know what I mean? And also, it's the other way around too, with when you see someone or you hang out with a friend and they're super happy and they're telling you all of these positive things in their life, and you end the hangout with a hug and just, bouncing around, you're probably going to be in a very high vibration too after that. So I feel like everyone is empathetic, but I think being like super empathetic is not even empathy. I think it's more of insecurity, to be honest. That's what I'm realizing. It's actually insecurity within myself. When I'm super empathetic and super, like, basically worried about how everyone else is feeling, that's actually a form of insecurity showing up. And I know that sounds kind of strange, but if you think about that, empathetic people are people who are feeling all of the emotions of other people, right? And it can be to a point where you're overly caring because your vibration is depending on other people. Oh, this guy's mad at me, or this girl's mad at me. I'm mad now too. Like, I feel this so deeply. And it's kind of a way of searching for validation, I feel like, from other people. That's what it really is. It's like, if you're happy with me, then I can be happy too. And if you're in a bad mood, then I'm going to be in a bad mood because I need to control your emotions in order to make me feel comfortable so I'm not uncomfortable and we can be happy together or whatever, you know? But what I'm starting to realize more and more is that I don't think that happiness is actually the most important thing in life. I think what's more important actually is just being authentic and being real about your emotions. I think that's much better. And empathetic people that always want to smooth everything over and make it all good for everyone and stay comfortable, it's not helping you. It's not helping other people grow around you either, because you yourself need to probably feel some other emotions other than happiness in order to, be an actual person. And I think everyone just needs to do that. I personally, when I feel sad, I enjoy it in a weird way. And I think it actually ties into this too. It all kind of ties into everything. I think the reason why I feel excited in a way about being sad, being able to express that, is because I haven't always been that way at all. I remember when I got into one of my first relationships, like a long-term one, and I lived with the guy, but I could never express my actual emotions. Never. I felt like there was something wrong with me and I wasn't able to. It felt very strange. And the only way I knew how to bond was through physical intimacy. And that was it. Other than that, I didn't know how to bond. Even with like friendships and stuff too, I didn't really know how to relate with people. It was so strange. I just felt kind of like a robot and like I had cut off to everything. And I think it really goes back to my childhood, of course, just like everything. From how I grew up and was raised, it was I think like all kids experience this, it was a very uncertain environment, like a very unpredictable place with unpredictable emotions. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know how the vibes were going to be, So I got very used to, from a very young age, thinking, oh, this depends on me. Their happiness depends on me. I need to make sure everything's good. I need to make sure everyone's in a good mood all the time, because if not, then that's my fault and I'm failing them. I don't want to do that. I don't want to feel like a failure. I want to be a good girl, and I want to make sure everyone's all happy and living wonderfully. But the issue was, even if I was doing everything good, some people just have their own things that they need to deal with, like family members or, whoever else. Like I'm saying, we all have our own emotions and things we need to deal with. But when you grow up in a very unpredictable place, it's like you start to get so used to scanning the environment to make sure everything's good. And it becomes so instilled in you, I think, that when you become older and there's no one around to even scan for, you're living alone, you move to a new country alone, like, it's a way different life and a way different frequency you're in. you're still walking around scanning rooms and trying to make sure everyone's all good all the time. All the time. And that's my issue. That's where I think a lot of my overthinking personally comes from. I know people, we all overthink about different things. But with me, I find that it tends to be mostly in social interactions with other people. It's totally a social thing. Like everything else in life, I feel like I'm pretty open to, and it just doesn't, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But when it comes with other people and just having small interactions with them, I find myself thinking so many things. Just like, oh wow, I hope I seem kind of like not weird. I feel really weird. I hope I don't seem like it. Like, what if they think I was like being too nervous or too this or too that? Or what if I were overly friendly and now they think I'm trying to flirt with them and they're getting the wrong impression and it's my fault? Or like, and if it's the opposite, I'm like, I acted like such a bitch. I probably made them feel so uncomfortable. I feel so bad. I hope they're okay. Like, I'll just overthink about how I make the other person out to feel so much. And it's really me just trying to control everything. Like, I'm going to act the way I am going to act. And I can only have awareness of it. But afterwards, I just need to learn how to let it go, I feel. And yeah, being an empath about it, like I'm saying, it's just an insecurity. It's just me trying to smooth everything over just so I can feel comfortable with myself. And so I don't have to overthink. If things seem to go well, I'm like, okay, cool, nice. But then sometimes I don't even take the time to think like, oh, I was actually uncomfortable. I didn't like that. You know? So, yeah, being empathetic, I don't really take it as such a compliment. And I'm trying to actually retrain myself to not be like that. That's why I made that other video about like being blunt with people. Because when you're personally speaking for myself, like I spoke about in the other video, I haven't always been so straightforward. I've tried to tiptoe around things, make sure there's no tension, make sure everyone's all good, but that's fake. And fakeness is a gross energy to be around. I don't doubt that everyone sees when I'm acting that way. It's very easy to pick up on that vibration. And I'm tired of living it. I don't want to live like that anymore. When I think of what a true empath is, I just think of a normal person who sees someone, hello, how's it going? Oh, nice, good interaction. And then when they leave, it's done. There's no more overthinking. There's no more just beating a dead horse. It's like, I've been realizing too, there's so much healing we can do. There's only so much healing we can do until it's like, you're not healing. You're holding yourself back. You keep overthinking everything you're doing. That's the opposite of healing. That's insecure. And it's time to try something new. It's time to live life in a different way because I can't keep living like this. No, I refuse to. But I'm very, very glad that I'm not too old. It's pretty young. I'm pretty young. We have time. It's just some things I've been noticing recently. And I just think being an empath is insecure.